Here's, folks, listen. Before I begin, you need to know something. I told myself I was gonna get up and close my closet. That didn't happen. Didn't happen. Um, it's real awkward. I'm gonna have to get up and do it right now. That's why it's red in here. It's red in here because I'm mad that I didn't do that. So give me 1 second. Folks, we take broadcasting very seriously here. Welcome. It's another stream. It's another day. Monday, as a matter of fact. A Monday stream. You may be asking yourself, Andrew, why aren't you at work? I'm on vacation, which is pretty cool. I have this week off, and guess what else? I have next week off. It's wonderful. I'm just gonna soak it in for as long as I can. Anyways, yesterday we did top fives. The year's ending. As of this recording, it is December. December. It's not June. It's not January. It's still December. December 30th, as a matter of fact. We are at the end of the year. The year's over. 366. Yeah, this was a leap year. 366 days of content, of enjoying things, of living, of life. What did you do this year? Answer me that. Answer me that. Also, the exposure keeps changing when I move. It gets a little brighter, darker, but the light remains the same. The light has remained unchanged. I mean, I'm Andrew. I'm still having tummy issues. Not bad ones. I think whatever bug is in there is kind of just hanging out. I had some oatmeal. But I think the oatmeal tasted bad. But like the last time I had oatmeal, which was last month, it also had the same scent. So I think I need to clean, because like I bought these plastic bins to put the oatmeal in. And I think I don't know. I don't know. There's like a scent. There's like a scent, and when I was eating oatmeal, I was like, I don't like this scent. It's not even like a stinky scent. It's just like a artificial flavor, like taste. I don't know if it's the plastic. I don't know if I didn't wash the bins correctly. I bought some new bins because my mom was getting one of the bins down and dropped it, and then it broke. So I bought a new one. Anyway, what's up? How's everyone feeling? No one's here. It's a Monday, but I was like, I don't want to stream on New Year's Eve. And who gives a shit about end of the year lists on January 2nd, right? So we're going to do it anyways. If you're watching the archive, hello, welcome. Glad you're here. I'm pretty sure friends will drop in throughout the stream, as they do. It's always nice to see them. But that's streaming, you know? Sometimes there's no one there, sometimes there's people there. It's just how it is. So today we're gonna do movies and music. We're gonna wrap up the lists. I was looking at the movies I watched this year. It was more than I thought, even though there's a lot of movies I didn't get to this year, but I didn't get to them. So that's just that. That's that. We'll do music. I did not have time to listen to everything again, so like it's gonna be a little bit tricky, but I think we'll make it work. Should be fun. Should be fun. I have my list up already. Excuse me. Excuse me. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can change this one of my sources so that way OBS isn't constantly showing up. Huh. That's really interesting. Ignore me. Hold on. No, I don't want that. I want my other Chrome tab. Hold on. I want this one. If I get this one going. Hang on. Oops. Oops. I want to move that over here. Actually, I'll have that over here, and then I'll have YouTube over here. I'm doing live producing, folks. Very hard work. Very arduous work. Um. I want to add another one. Capture. Window capture. Two. Sure. Why not? Yeah, YouTube. But I'm gonna make it small. No, down here. Sorry. It's just getting it all. I don't think it's gonna work the way I want it to work. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's OBS too. I don't want that. This is dumb. Right, you know what? I'm gonna do it the old way. Hold on 1 second. Um, delete that. Yes, I'm sure. We'll full screen that. All right, that works. So, pardon me. So, here are the movies I watched this year. I don't know if that's all of them though. Let me get my letterboxd up just to double check. And that's the actual list of all the movies I watched this year. But obviously, the top five is only going to be movies from that came out this year, or that had a right, or movies that had a wide release this year. So there's some movies that technically came out last year, but they didn't have a wide release until this year. It was like limited release last year. Get it? Cool. All right, let's start. Let's get started. Let's just do the damn thing. Um, so the way I did it yesterday is I would highlight movies, or I would highlight things that we're going to. Before we begin, let's do a quick recap of yesterday. Top five games: God of War Ragnarok, Hades 2, Alan Wake 2 expansions, Balatro, which is not Bellatro, it's Balatro, and Destiny 2: The Final Shape. TV, we got X-Men 97, What We Do in the Shadows, The Penguin, Interview with the Vampire, and my show of the year is Shogun. So the way I did it yesterday, I would highlight stuff that I felt would be contenders for my top five, and then whatever wasn't got a little strike through. I'll say a little something about it, and we'd move on. So we're gonna start with Dune Part Two. I saw this film in IMAX. This is definitely a contender for top five. I loved it. I was pretty lukewarm on Dune 1 when it came out, but I rewatched it right before I went to see Dune 2 and I liked it a lot more. I don't know why. It just clicked better. Maybe because I was less focused on technicality stuff and I wasn't really like I was able to digest the politics a little bit more. Um, and it just felt a lot more coherent. Dune 2 I feel like is just phenomenal. It's just a fantastic, thrilling uh work. Music is fabulous, even though I'm a little hot and cold with Hans Zimmer, but I think his score was terrific. Visually stunning, just some pretty incredible action sequences. I think the sandworm scene is the best thing I've seen on a screen this year. Um, I'm so glad I paid to see it in IMAX. I cannot imagine experiencing that movie for the first time on a TV. Um, just great. Civil War is the next movie. I also saw this in IMAX. It's a contender. A lot of people I know fucking hated Civil War because the politics are muddy for like Garland's Garland, who directed the movie, Alex Garland. Um, very neoliberal in his worldview, at least from what I can remember from what he was saying during the press tour. Um, but I still found it effective. I still really liked the story it was telling. I think it was interesting just to see this fake conflict told through the very, I don't want to say uncaring, maybe cold eyes of like photojournalists who are not like extolling, I guess, or weeping about America. Like they're just documenting, and like I found that perspective was like really interesting because that coldness is usually like you usually see it with like other countries like destabilized countries that the United States has destabilized, and you usually see that very uncaring look and coverage when it comes to that. Um, and I found it interesting just to see the other side, and I also like as a thriller, as a drama. I liked it. I thought it was really good. A lot of people hated it. I saw some really good write ups, read some really good write ups from people who hated it, but I liked it. I thought it was really good. It's a contender for sure. Furiosa, I really wanted to rewatch it. It's gonna be here for now. I don't know if it makes the top five. I was very excited for Furiosa. I think in the end I was a little bit cooler on it, but I still found it very exciting, very just the scale of it, the craft on display. Like it's just such a really well put together film, even if it was a lot actually it was a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. It's a pretty long movie. But yeah, epics are long. Epics are epic, you know. Got Alien Romulus. I'm not gonna highlight it right now, but I'm not gonna strike it out. I really liked Alien Romulus. I also saw this in IMAX. I thought pretty much every movie I saw in theaters, for the most part, I saw it in IMAX if the option was available, just because big old screen. But yeah, Alien Romulus. It's a great Alien sequel. There's some legacy sequel stuff in it that I was like really annoyed with, but by and large, I really liked what I saw. Um, the scares were fun. There's like a really great sequence where they have to sneak through like a hallway with a bunch of face huggers. There's another one where they're waiting for their robot friend to reboot while Again, facehuggers were the scariest thing in the movie. Honestly, actually, that's not true. There's a very scary thing at the end. There's something very upsetting that pops up that I was not expecting. But yeah, I don't know. I liked Alien Ramos. Um, like I said, there's some legacy sequel stuff that I was like annoyed with. Like there's I don't know if it's a Disney thing. I don't know if it's like a corporate thing, but it's just like, why would a character say that? Like a lot of times in like these legacy sequels, like there's just a callback to something that that the character saying it just would have no context for it, but they're still saying it because they're in the same movie universe and it takes you out of the movie. I don't know why they do it. They do it here too. I don't get it. Still, and they're almost fantastic. Monkey Man. Monkey Man was the Dev Patel directed film. He also starred in it. Um, I liked it. I don't. It's not gonna be in the top five, so I'm just gonna strike it out now. But I liked it. I think it's worth watching. It's just a really straightforward revenge flick, but it was good. It's a good one. It's a good one of those. Um, yeah, I was surprised at how much fun I was having with it. Is it top five material? No, but I had fun. I saw the TV Glow probably in is probably a contender. I don't remember what I gave it on. Actually, I can just check right now. I don't remember what I gave it on Letterboxd. I gave it a 4. But yeah, but it still might end up in the top five. Um, really, really affecting movie. I feel like my opinion for it grew. Like usually I get colder on a film when I'm away from it. If I was a little bit neutral, like usually my opinion goes down. But my opinion for this one went up. Especially when I thought about the third act, which is fucking devastating. I highly recommend going in not without watching anything from it. Um, if you don't know anything about it, but it sounds interesting or the cast looks good to you, Justice Smith is stars in it. He's very good. Um, yeah, going without any expectation. We'll talk about it a little more in a little bit. Nosferatu. I saw Nosferatu last night, and it is a contender. I loved it. I loved it. It's just a really uncompromising horror film. Not uncompromising, but it is like like when I say uncompromising, I guess what I meant is that it's just like it is just that. It is just straight up horror nightmare fuel. Really, just love the performances. Um, the Bill Skarsgård? No, Bill's the dad, right? No, Alexander's the dad. No, Alexander. Wait, fuck. There's too many of those fucking tall guys. Well, who? Where's the cast list? Why is this shit always so hard to fucking find? Who was in the movie? Oh, it was Bill. Bill Skarsgård. Okay. Uh, yeah, he's really great as Count Orlok. He looks gross. He looks fucking nasty. I was actually kind of like you don't see him in the trailers, which I'll probably play for y'all. Uh, so I was like kind of surprised. I was like, oh, that's him. Oh, 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 okay. Um, yeah, he looks gross. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's definitely top five material. Problemista. I need to double check because I know it came out technically last year. See, it says 2023 film when you type it in, but did one release date March 1st, 2024? Okay, so it's okay. It's if that's what I'm just going off of the internet. Okay. Uh, I'm gonna highlight it. It's probably top five material. I loved Problemista. We'll probably look at a trailer for it in a sec. Another movie that if you well, I'm gonna say go in blind. I went in blind. I didn't know what it was about. Hello, Summer Sloth. Welcome. Um, I went into Problem Misa blind. I didn't know anything about it. The quick, I don't know if it's a log line, but it's basically about a. Is he El Salvadorian? El Salvador? I think he's from El Salvador. Semi sort of autobiographical movie about a immigrant who's about to lose his status, his visa, his legal status, I guess. Like he's like he has a job and his visa is like tied to his employment, and he loses his job and he starts working for this unbelievable over the top personality who kind of holds his legal status over him and has him work for him. Um, that's like a really choppy explanation, but I'm a little tired. But yeah, it's fantastic. It's really funny. Julio Torres, I have a huge crush on. He's very good in it. He had a show, Phantasmus, which I didn't watch. I wanted to watch it before my end of the year list because I heard it was really good. But yeah, check out Problemista. I don't know where it's streaming. I forgot. I don't remember if I rented it or if I. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick. My God, I just got a bunch of notifications for all my bills that are due on January 1st. What a nightmare. And the thing is, I scheduled all of the like payments for all of them already, but it's just a nice it's a nice little reminder. It's a nice little reminder. Okay, well, there's just films. Can never find. Okay, so here, Just Watch. That's the name of the app. Problem is, I think it's on Paramount Plus. Why can't I spell Problem Mista? Oh, it's on Max. Yeah, it's on Max. Check it out. Smile 2. Smile 2, I enjoyed it. It's definitely not going to be on my top 5 though. Really, I don't know if I liked it better than the first movie. I think it's a good sequel though. Um, I think a lot of my issues stem with like how the monster just never made sense to me. Like it's just too many rules that get broken. Like it's just like, oh, she was dreaming the whole time. She imagined that. How much of this was real? Like that could be fun for psychological thrillers, but for me, I find it inconsistent. It's just like I don't know. I was I liked it, but I was not moved by it. Um, Another issue that I had with it, a small issue, is that I could feel the franchisefication of Smile happening as I watched it. Like I was just like I could see very easily how this becomes a franchise, especially with the way the second film ends. It's just like, oh, this is gonna we're gonna get fucking eight of these, you know. Whereas I feel like this could have been a good trio of films. Um, like you get a third one and sort of put a bow on it, but horror movies usually don't do things that way anyways. They usually just keep going on and on until you do a reboot or a soft reboot or some shit or a prequel boot or something like Halloween. Wicked. It's not gonna be my top 5. Let's just exit out. I liked it. Um it's a great musical. It looks fantastic. I love the sets. I the performances were good. It's just not gonna. It doesn't hang though. It's not top 5 for me. I like the music. Um, Quick little aside. I got into an argument with it wasn't even an argument. I mean, they were arguing with me, but I was arguing. But like this guy who um I met off one of the apps, and he got mad at me because I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4 out of 5, and he got mad at me. And it's just weird because I was just like, I barely even know you, but like you're like freaking out at me because this movie that I liked, I enjoyed, I gave it a 4 instead of a 5. The alternative is that I give the movie a 5 out of 5, which is like it's not a 5 out of 5 though. And then he was like he was just like, oh, so like, well, basically, like, what gives you the right? And I was just like, are you unfamiliar with the concept of letterbox? But like, he was like really upset. I really wish I screen capped the conversation because I really made the decision. I was like, oh, I don't think we're gonna be friends because you are acting crazy right now. Um, he's like, I disagree, and I was like, with my Wicked review, I was like, but I liked it. I gave it a 4. Pretty much any movie I give a 3 or above means that I liked it. If a movie gets a 3 from me, it means that I liked it. Like if a movie gets a 4, it means I really liked it. If a movie gets a 5 out of 5, it means I loved it. That's very reductive. Like I have my rating system. First of all, doesn't matter. Like I wrote a whole review as well for my thoughts on Wicked, and so it's just like, well, if you don't like the numerical score, just read what I wrote, right? Which he didn't. He just saw the score. It was mind boggling. But I was just like, there's people who my friends. I have friends. I have people. Someone saw says 4 out of 5 is good though. 4 out of 5 is very good. But like, I have friends who hate movies that I love. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, wait, that's fun. Like, it's fun to like talk about things and like have disagreements like that. Like, it's not like everything is not every disagreement is not an attack on you. You know, if I hate something you like, okay, who gives a shit? Like, we can have a fun discussion about it, or if it, or not. Like, it's just like it's just so weird. Anyways, Beetlejuice. I recently watched this because it just came on Max. I liked it. It's a good, surprisingly good sequel. Um, but it's not gonna be my top 5. But I liked it. It was fun. I think as a sequel, especially a legacy sequel, it does a pretty good job of like it doesn't lean too much into the stuff that you want it like that you it would expect it to lean into. And what I mean by that is that, oh, how do I put this? Like a lot of legacy sequels kind of just give you more of what you want instead of like giving you a sequel. It's just like, oh, here's like we're gonna ring out all the nostalgia from this thing. And Beetlejuice is like, no, we're gonna tell a different story. Like Beetlejuice is like not in that much of the first Beetlejuice movie. He just isn't. And in Beetlejuice, he's still very much like it's still that. Like he's not in that much of the of the sequel either. Which I thought, well, I was like, that's bold. Like I feel like it would have been really easy to just have the movie center him for the sequel because like he said, oh, you guys want the juice, you want the juices loose, you want that, you want more of that, and they could have very easily did that, and they didn't. They had restraint and they had really fun sets and really fun sequences. I feel a third one coming out in the future. Oh, for sure, for sure. They're definitely gonna do a third one. Um, and the writing's like surprisingly fun. It's a decent sequel. I enjoyed it. I give it a 3. It wasn't mind boggling, but it was good. Transformers One. I liked this. It's not that groundbreaking. The animation looks fantastic. It's a good movie. It's just a fun kids movie. Um, I think I kind of wish they maybe went a little bit further with some of the politics, which they kind of just lightly brush up against. Um, because like the movie is like the origin story of like how Optimus and Megatron become Optimus and Megatron. Because they're not even named that when the movie starts, and they're friends. um, I thought Megatron's turn was a little too on the nose. I feel like they could have set it up a little bit earlier, but like whatever. It's a kids movie. Um, and yeah, the action scenes look great. It's fun. Joker Folia Do. Poop from a butt. Poop from a butt. I was not that low on it until maybe the last 20 minutes, and then that was when I was like, this fucking sucks. I hate this so much. So that first Joker movie made a lot of money, like a lot of money. Like a lot of people went and saw Joker and liked it. I didn't like it. I thought that first movie was bad. Um, I thought it was really fucking boring. I didn't think that what it had to say about. I don't think if it had anything to say about mental illness. Like it's just like if you're gonna make a Joker movie, make a Joker movie, you know. And it's like this isn't a Joker movie. This is a guy. This isn't even a good psychological thriller. It's not. It's just none of those things. It's just here. Let's watch this weirdo get bullied until he decides to like I don't know shoot a fucking TV host. It was just boring. And then the sequel is like faux edgy. The way it felt is just like it just felt like they thought they were doing the damn thing. Like, oh yeah, we're really sticking it to the people who liked our original movie for the wrong reasons or liked this character or like I don't know, it just felt like it was just like so aggressively about something that didn't matter. And then there's the actual movie, which like thematically like taking the thematic stuff out of the equation, just in the movie, it's just not good. Like it's boring. The characters are all boring. Um, it's a musical. The songs are just boring. It's boring to watch. It's just bad all the way down. I think it might be the movie I liked the least that I watched of the movies I watched this year. I liked this one the least. Um, it's a bad movie. It's a bad movie. Bad sequel. Bad sequel to a bad movie. Not good. Deadpool and Wolverine, definitely not. I don't know if I've talked about it on stream, but I've definitely fallen out of love with the MCU. Like I'll probably watch the Fantastic Four movie just because I still like comic book movies. Like I'm not out of it that much, but MCU stuff in general is just my opinion on it has kind of plummeted. Um, and I think Deadpool and Wolverine kind of encapsulates everything wrong with it. For starters, like when they bought Fox, I feel like that was kind of like the when Disney bought Fox. Like it's just it was one of those moments where you're just like, I see what you're doing, and you're only doing it for this dumb reason. But like those first two Deadpool movies are fun. They're fun movies, and this one does not feel like a follow up to those movies. It just feels like I don't know. I don't like Deadpool is just silly. It's silly, but they still find a way to like miss the point about like what was enjoyable about those movies. Like there are just so many moments in Deadpool and Wolverine. Me enjoying listening to you talk about media I haven't consumed. Well, that's what I'm here for, Summerslaw. Um, what was I saying about Deadpool and Wolverine? They pat themselves on the back so much. Like the amount of times Deadpool turn around to the camera and be like, "Get ready to wipe your diaper. You're gonna see the coolest shit you've ever seen in your whole life." It's just like, shut up. Like, I'm gonna watch two CGI guys do backflips and stab each other a few times. Like, it's not that deep. Um, they just like, but like, there's like a moment when he like turns to the camera also because he does that. He turns to the camera and says things. and he's like, "Suck it, Fox! I'm at Disney now." And it's just like, would Deadpool be happy about that? Like, I feel like a more interesting movie would be if he's like resistant to the MCU, but like the MCU and like Disney within the movie, like meta, just in terms of like meta commentary, is like this towering thing you aspire to join. It's just like, oh yeah, you've made the big leagues. You're here now. Instead of like a more funny interpretation would be like, I don't want to fucking get lost in the churn. They would never do that. But like that would be a more interesting take of like Deadpool being like, I like my independence and I don't want to be a fucking lost in like all these other. They didn't do that. They did the other thing where it's like Deadpool's like, oh sweet, I'm part of the MCU. I get to hang out with Captain America and Thor, and it's just like, oh, okay, is that what we're doing? Bad movie. We need to stop. We need to put an end to the fake long takes. Like the what's it called? Daredevil show like kind of got like comic book fans hooked on long extended sequences of a character fighting bad guys. And I think sometimes just because like you have a long extended sequence, it tricks people into thinking they're watching something really well put together. And so it's just like, okay, let's watch Deadpool fight all these guys in like this one long sequence, and it's just like nothing's really happening, and this isn't interesting visually at all. Um, Not good, not a good movie. Bad sequel. Um, Dog shit. Substance is definitely top five material. I was very surprised at how much I loved it. I just was grossed out the entire time, but I was also just locked in. Like it just had my attention. Um, just some really fantastic body horror, some really fucking gross visuals. Is it a movie I intend on watching again anytime soon? Probably not. But is it one of my favorite movies of the year? Yeah, probably. It's almost certainly going to be in my top five. We'll see when we get there, but just a really fantastic film. Trap. I like Trap. It's not going to be in the top five, but I liked it. I thought it was really fun. A lot of people like M Night Shyamalan's like a really easy target for a lot of boring people who are like, I don't know, they don't know how to have fun. Like you can have a movie where it's just like, here's some dumb shit. Here's some. Sometimes like honestly, sometimes things that are bad are good, and I think he knows how to have fun. And like I think M Night Shyamalan is a lot more aware and in tune with how silly he can be as a filmmaker, how silly his writing can be, than people who think they're smarter than him might think. And just on his base, I think Trap is like I think as a thriller, it's pretty effective. I think it hit a lot of like really fun um tension. Like it builds tension in a really fun way. Um it's not a particularly violent movie. Like there's a lot of silliness, but I liked it. It's fun. It was fun. The First Omen, I enjoyed it, but it's probably not going to be in the top five. Um, Great horror flick. I watched the first Omen, not the. I watched the original Omen from the '70s before I watched the first Omen because I was like, I was just gonna jump into the first Omen, but I was like, I want to see the original first because I feel like maybe I'll get a little more appreciation out of it. Um, like I said with Alien Romulus, the first Omen does the legacy sequel thing of like, we're gonna, well, it doesn't do it like Alien Romulus, but it's still, and ironically these are both Disney films, but it's still like gestures at those earlier movies in a way that didn't feel necessary. Like there's like the scene I'm talking about in the first Omen happens literally in the last 5 minutes of the movie, where it's like this could have been different, and we didn't really need this to happen in this way. But most of the movie I think is like a really fun horror film. Some really gnarly. There's like some gnarly sequences. There's like a real this year was like a really fun year for women in horror. Just getting really physical and fucking scary as hell with some of their performances. Um, there's a really great sequence in the third act with the protagonist kind of just gesticulating. Good. It's a good movie. Good movie. Not top five material, but good movie. A Quiet Place Day One, not gonna be in the top five, I fear. Um, not I did not like it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. I just thought it was boring. Um, the one thing I gave it credit for is that I liked the like it's a world invasion film, but it was not just another. We need to escape, or we need to find shelter, or we need to make the super weapon to destroy all of the bad guys or whatever. The plot itself is like very simple and sad and like um the main character like is already terminally ill, which like I feel like is a really interesting setup for like what does it mean to be terminally ill during the apocalypse. um but I think like moment to moment stuff just doesn't work. I don't think the monsters in A Quiet Place are, first of all, I don't think they make sense at all. Like their hearing ability is just inconsistent. um I also feel like in real life, I just feel like I just don't see how they would be that effective. Like there's a lot of them and they're really strong, but I feel like it'd be really easy to figure out. Like if you're the military, and you realize also that's before I finish that thought, they figure out in the movie they figure out way too quickly how the monsters work. Like I thought that was gonna be a big point of tension that like we're gonna spend like maybe half the movie with people not knowing that they needed to just shut the fuck up. But no, they figure it out within hours. They're like, "Shh, guys, we can't. The monsters, they can hear us." And it's like, oh, this is day one. You guys figured it out already? Okay, well, okay. Well, what was the point of having this be day one? Like, why not have it just be month one or some shit? Anyways, back to the other point. I feel like the military could have figured out that like, oh, these monsters are sensitive to hearing. Why don't we just use like some high pitched frequencies to like upset them? Because like they figured that out in the first Quiet Place movie eventually by accident, and it's like you're telling me like all these militaries with all these scientists didn't figure that out. Okay. Anyways, I didn't watch A Quiet Place Part 2, so maybe that gets explained or some shit. I don't know. Challengers is top five material. I was planning to rewatch it before. Oops, wrong. Nope. I wanted to mold it. Um, I wanted to rewatch it before the year ended. I liked it a lot when I first watched it, but I was also I want to rewatch it. I got an email. It's a good movie though. It's really fun. Um, Surprisingly sexy in places, especially because I think the white boys in it look a little bit European. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Um, Definitely worth watching, especially for my tennis heads. There's some good tennis shit in the third act. Madam Web. Summon Sloth will know Madam Web. Madam Web, unfortunately. Wait, no, that's not what I want. Oh, shit. Wait, no. Sorry. It will not be in my top 5, but it does hold a special place in my heart for how fucking terrible it is. Um, Let me see if this on YouTube. There's a scene. I saw it on Twitter. Actually, I might pull that up. Hold on. Let me switch to me because opening Twitter on stream is always a bad idea. I definitely saw it on Twitter. The scene I'm talking about. Madame Web was also funny. Madame Web was also funny. You are correct, Summerslaw. Where is it? I know he tweeted about it. Where is it? When did he tweet about this? Um, it involves a can of soda, which sorry. Wait. Now I'm like looking at Twitter. Sorry. When did he tweet this? Oh, let me go on my likes. Maybe I liked it. I'm really glad I switched to my screen because my likes are not stream friendly. I don't see it here. See, this is why I need to bookmark things. This is why I need to bookmark things. Let me check my fucking bookmarks. It's not here. Okay. It would have been at the top if I did. Let me just look it up. Madam Web. Oh, found it. Posted in October. No wonder. All right. It's a screen recording, but you'll get the gist. Like she just has this can of Pepsi, and she just does like she's holding it for the duration of the scene, and she just flat out refuses to open it. Like it looks like she's about to open it several times. Yeah, what's going on there? What is happening? What's happening? Why is she doing that? And apparently she did it in an earlier scene, and I didn't catch it. Someone posted it below this tweet, but like she did it with a can of Mountain Dew. We're teased with the soda open. We're teased with it, but she never opens it, so it's like it's not even a good tease. Also, Dakota Fanning gives the worst performance in this fucking movie. And she has a sick red jacket, but like, she's just so not interested in being part of this at all. Still holding the can. And you can see the logo, the label very clearly in every scene. Also, fucking what's her name? What's her name? I forgot her name. This actress's name plays Peter Parker's mom.
I'm gonna get roped in.
No, you're not. You're gonna be in the.
I'm gonna get roped in.
No, you're not. You're gonna be in the backyard grilling with us.
Mm-mm. I know how these things work now.
Oh, do you? How do you know? I bet you've never even been to a baby shower.
Yeah, I'm careful not to get roped in.
Fucking Adam Scott plays Uncle Ben.
She's gonna be okay.
Who?
Your patient. Her little boy wanted to say thank you.
Um.
She's just holding this can of Mountain Dew Code Red.
All the work, so
Just take it. Take it. Just take it.
that's you. I mean,
Thanks, buddy.
you,
I'll take you in to see her. Are you all immediate family?
Her character is
I'm gonna get
like like they could have leaned into that a little bit. They don't. She's just kind of a terrible person, which I think that's not a bad direction, but you know. Oh shit! I highlighted Alien Romulus. Alien Romulus. Yeah, that's not gonna be my top five. I liked it a lot, but it's not gonna be top five. All right. So that's the recap. So oops, shit. My God, I'm so stupid. All right. Here's our short list for top 5 films. So we have Dune Part 2. Actually, let me do my honorable mentions. So yeah, I think that's it. I didn't hate Trap. I'll throw Trap in there. I'll give Trap some love. Bees in the Trap. All right. My boss thinks I'm gonna open emails while I'm off. That is crazy. Not happening. That's not fair. These aren't all poop from a butt. All right, let's get started. Ranking the top 5 movies of the year. So, it's actually a pretty competitive list. Um, Dune Part 2 is definitely gonna be my top 5. Civil War, I don't think it will be. I liked it a lot, but I don't think it's gonna make the top 5. Um, well, let's start with the stuff I think is for sure gonna be in the list. So, or the stuff I for sure want to be in the list. So I saw the TV Glow. Well, we'll come back to that. Nosferatu. Ooh, The Substance. I think The Substance and Dune Part 2 are the only guarantees for the list. Actually, that's not true. Challengers as well. Um, let's take a look at Problemista. I'm not gonna watch the whole trailer. Actually, let's watch a clip.
They didn't want to sponsor me anymore. I'm actually from El Salvador.
Oh, El Salvador. Pupusas.
Yes,
And those nuns they killed in the 80s, yes.
right. So now I'm looking for a new job
Oh, you are?
that will maybe sponsor me.
Oh, well, I'm not sure I could offer anything formal, but maybe freelance, and then we could see. Did you use FileMaker Pro at the facility?
The FileMaker Pro bit.
Well, you can't compare that to FileMaker Pro.
It's basically the same, except FileMaker is harder to use and not free.
Do you know FileMaker Pro?
Now am I getting popping again? Oh my god. I hate audio.
Oh, yes. My former assistant, Celeste, she ran away with an Italian. I mean, I could not even begin to tell you. But anyway, she had...
Anyways, that's like a little idea of. I mean, it would. I don't even think it would give you an idea. I think the trailer would. This one's short.
This is the story of Alejandro. He immigrated to the most competitive place.
Fucking popping! Sorry. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me reset my. Ah, I love popping. I love audio popping.
Place on Earth to become a world-famous toy designer.
I'm actually from El Salvador.
Pupusas.
Yes.
And
I
those
saw that.
nuns they killed in the 80s.
Right.
You think this lady can sponsor you?
I mean, we'll see.
Hijo, nadie te va a deportar.
No, pero acá sí.
Como si el gobierno le hubiera puesto un reloj de arena y grano por grano ves cómo se te va acabando el tiempo antes de poder encontrar.
Para completar esta llamada, favor de agregar más minutos.
You need cash.
Hi, can I ask you a question about your hair?
Wait, I mean, this sucks so much for you.
I need to get paid.
Maybe freelance?
Pronto, rapido.
Oh my god.
Hi.
Leave.
It's very good. I loved it. Honestly, it might be. I like having like a comedy in my top 5. It's coming together. My list is coming together. It might be. What about this? Hold on. How many movies is this so far? Why is it only indent for fucking number 1? Stop it! Might be. So what takes the number 5 spot? Is it I Saw the TV Glow or Nosferatu? 2 movies I really liked for 2 different reasons. I think I'm pretty comfortable with this top 4 though. Am I? Let me see how this looks. I'm not locking it in yet. Not locking it in, but like I'm like looking at it, like just the visual of it. Feels good. Feels right. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I think that's our list. Is Wicked the 10th my 10th favorite movie? That doesn't matter. Honorable mentions are unranked. I think that's the list. I think that's what we're going with. All right, we did it. So I didn't really talk much about Dune Part 2. I mean, I did kind of. I loved it. I was blown away. It's my favorite movie theater experience of the year. I saw it twice in theaters. I was just blown away. Just fucking blown away at the scale. I was just like, I just remember sitting in that theater, just being like, man, I am giving in to astonishment. The visuals are just sweeping over me. I am, I'm just, yeah, fucking good as movie. It's my film of the year for sure. The Substance, second favorite film, easily. Challengers, third. Palmista, and then I saw the TV Glow, wrapping out the top five. I saw the TV Glow ekes out Nosferatu because I saw the TV Glow had a very emotional response for me. It's a movie that I enjoyed more the more I thought about it, but yeah, I'd rather have that in my top five over Nosferatu, a movie that I technically gave a higher score to, but yeah, I don't know. Good ass shit. All right, so that's movies. We're done with movies. Um, so now we come to a kind of a crossroads. Do I'm debating if I should do like I'm gonna do music, but I don't know how. I don't know if I'm gonna do my top 10 songs because I do my top 10 songs, but that's gonna take so long, and I'm like, I don't know if y'all can tell I'm a little low energy today. But let's see. Let's just get started. We'll start with albums first, and then if I'm feeling up to it, we'll do top 10 individual songs. Um, all the albums I listen to are on my Spotify, which is gonna make it really fun to fucking go through it. So I'm gonna just type the albums I listen to, like, regardless of what I thought about it. They're just gonna go on the list. I didn't do that ahead of time, so bear with me, please, as we start that. I'm gonna try to give y'all some small taste of the music. I don't want to get fucking DMCA though, because they will do that shit to your boy. They'll get you. They'll get me. They'll fucking get me. All right, let's start. I'm not gonna. I don't need numbers. What's the easiest way to do this? Hold on. Um. Ugh. All right, can y'all see? Oh, you guys can't. Hold on. Oh, yeah, you can. Why is it only showing? Why is it only showing Letterboxd? Weird. I see Letterboxd. Yeah, you're not supposed to. Oh, I wonder if it's because it's. Hold on. Let's go back to me for a second. Hmm. Hmm. supposed to be capturing my display, so like, why is it not doing that? What now? Okay, that fixed it. All right, let's start. So whenever I listen to an album, I just put the entire album into this 2024 playlist. And that's just so I remember the albums I listened to that came out, albums slash EPs. So singles, obviously, a single would not go in here, but like an official EP or album does end up in this. So let's start off with Club Shy. Not bolded. Shy Girl. Death by alright, 1,000 cuts by Italtech. Rave in the remixes by Kalila. Creation Myth by Hot Sugar. The Anchorite by Geotic, aka Baths, aka Will Weisenfeld, but he has a different pseudonym for different genre. Cowboy Carter, I guess it's all caps. I didn't realize that. Beyonce. Empathogen by Willow. I didn't capitalize that shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't capitalize it. Romanticism by Hanavu. You Like Music by Death Dynamic Shroud. Yes, I capitalized. Dark Times by Vince Staples. Nostalgia. Is it Nostalgia? Nostalgia by Onra. Is that a typo, or is that what it's called? I'm just writing what's written there. Malegria by Reina Tropical. Brat. By Charlie XCX. Fluorescence. Dan Mason. No, that's not how he spelled it. Ambient music for night walks. Ambient music for night walks by NXXXXS. How many X's are there? I think it's 4? No, it's 5. It's 5 X's. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna skip Aurora because I didn't actually listen to that one. I added it to listen to it, and I just never did. Haze by Emika. I don't remember the album at all. I don't even know if I listened to that one. Stop Dying, You Were Very Expensive by Akweke. Hiss, no, not Hiss. Oh, wait, I didn't realize the album was self-titled. Megan by Megan Thee Stallion. Hiss was One of the singles. It was the first song. First single. I guess it's all caps. It's so inconsistent how artists name these things. Megan the Stallion. Philo by Hot Hotel Pools. I Lay Down My Life for You by JPEG Mafia. Nothing by Louis Cole. I don't think I listened to this Playboy Zay album either. I'm gonna skip it. Whole Earth by Tori Moy. Or Tori Moy? I've never actually said the band name out loud before. The Squeeze by Anima. Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii. School of Thought by Sam Hulick, who composer for the Mass Effect games, or one of the composers. Got a little EP. Millennium Divide by Claycy Jones. I guess string theory. Mr. Andrew Can't Spell. Close Your Eyes by Ionali. She actually put out like 3 albums, but I only listened to this one. She put out like 1 in her native language and then 1 in English. Windswept by Fote. My God. How am I gonna whittle all this down? Transhumanism by Le Destroyer. Transhumanism. Imaginal Disc by Magdalena Bay. Memory of a Day by Fantagram. Daredevil 2000. My baby. My God, the capitalization. You guys are killing me. Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator. Dennis by Sega Bodega. MG Ultra by Machine Girl. Another Dan Mason release, Bleed. Glimmer of God by Gene Dawson. Courtship by Your Girl. Oh my God, page 2. GNX by Kendrick Lamar. Memoria by Indie. That's it. All right. Oh, how are we gonna do this in a economical way? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, folks. Give me a sec. Get my windows back in order. Okie dokie smokies. Who's ready to rank some music? You got this. Thank you, Somersault. Alright, so let's just start with the stuff that's not going to be on the list. Let's just get it out of here. So we can, I like Shy Girl a lot. Is Club Shy gonna be in the list? I listened to a lot of Shy. She ended up making it to my top. I think she was in my top 4, like for my Spotify Wrapped. I think she made it in there. I love Shy Girl a lot. Let's keep her in here for now. Death by a Thousand Cuts from Idol Tech. If you're unfamiliar with Idol Tech, he is like industrial electronic music, like I think as you're here right now. I'm gonna keep it in here for right now. I love his stuff a lot. Just really atmospheric. Popping this back. What? Why? Ugh. Sorry. I just hate when it happens. Why does it keep happening? It happens only when I'm streaming. I mean, sometimes it happens when I'm not streaming, but like it happens for the most part. Like I don't know if it's dealing with the sources or what is going on, but it fucking drives me crazy. Whatever. Raven the remixes. I liked this remix album a whole bunch. I don't know if it's gonna be on the list though. Just some. It's a good remix album. It's a really fucking good remix album. Okay, it can hang for now. Creation Myth, God, it came out so earlier than the year that I didn't even go back and listen to it. But Hot Sugar, I'm a real big fan of their music, his music. A lot of this sound and stuff. Good stuff. But I have to be honest. Is it gonna be top 5? Probably not. So I'm just gonna we gotta make some tough cuts early on. The Anchorite by Geotic might honestly be in the top 5, so I'm not gonna get rid of it yet. But I am gonna make a early controversial cut. It's gonna be Cowboy Carter. It's a good album. It's not gonna be my top 5. When I heard she was making a country album, my thought was, oh no. I loved Renaissance. Renaissance is like, it's probably my favorite Beyonce album. I've listened to it beginning to end several times. And when I heard country, I was like, okay, well I don't listen to country, but this might be like a good like entry point, like a good excuse to listen to something I don't normally listen to. And it was good, but like it just didn't change my opinion on country, because like there's just some songs where like I was just like, I don't want to sit through this. Like 16 Carriages, really great song, but like it's just like I don't want to listen to this. I don't know how to describe it. It's not a bad song. They're not bad songs. But like I'm just like, I just don't care about country. The sound just does nothing for me. She's great. I'm really curious what she's gonna announce on the 14th of January. Everyone's like, oh, it might be a new album. I don't think it's gonna be a new album. But if it is, I hope it's not the music people are. Everyone, I think they're thinking mariachi, or at least adjacent, but no, don't stay silent. Well, we're going over things, SummerSlam. You gotta get in the dirt with me. Yeah, I loved Renaissance. I also, this is the American flag imagery for like the Cowboy Carter stuff. I'm just like, I fucking hate this. Okay, but yeah, it's not on the list. Sorry. And Pathogen by Willow. I remember liking the album. Actually, let me listen to it. Let's play a little Geotic, just so I can get into the. I didn't listen to the Cowboy because I didn't like the vibes. That's fair. Like it's like a very reasonable response to like, okay, yeah. The vibes are very pro America. Like the thing that she does is that like she oftentimes reminds people of the black influences present in popular music. So like when she went to the Well for Country, like it was like from that lens. And I think she hits it, but also I don't know. Let's move on. Let me reset my DAC again. This is Geotic. I really like listening to this album beginning to end. It's just also had the pleasure of seeing him perform Geotic music live. I mean, I've seen him perform both as Baths and as Geotic. I think I've never really gotten into Geotic stuff, but like the Anchor Ride is like the first time where like it came together for me. It just builds so beautifully. The vibes are just good shit. Very good shit. Alright, and Pathogen, God, I don't remember much of it. She's such a pretty, or are they non-binary? I know there's some. I don't know. Willow, their music is good. I don't know if it's gonna be. It's not gonna be on the list. Let's be honest. I barely remember the album. I remember liking it when I listened to it. Romanticism by Hannah Vu, also probably not gonna be on the list. I also like the album a lot. Is it gonna be in my top 5? No, but I like Hannah Vu. I want to get more into her stuff. She's also performing in February, and I'm like, I like her music, but I don't think I've like. Maybe seeing her live would make me connect with her more. All right, Death Dynamic Shroud. You like music? I love Death Dynamic Shroud. But I don't think this release. I don't even think it's like an official release from them. It's cool as hell. But it's not. A lot of stuff like that. Dark Times by Vince Staples, not gonna be on the list, but I did enjoy it as well. I like Vince Staples a lot. Their output, or his last 2 albums, I feel like didn't really sink their hooks into me. I still like his music. I still consider myself a fan of his music, but I don't know. There's just something that's just missing. This is my favorite song off the new album, Black and Blue. It's good, but yeah. Anra's new release was good, but also not going to be top 5. Malagria by Reina Tropical. I'm gonna leave it for now. I loved the album. My friend, one of my friends, Venus, recommended their music to me. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that every month since like April, I've been asking for one song recommendation, and I've discovered a whole bunch of new artists because of those recommendations. This Reina Tropical is one of them. It's just really good. It's really good stuff. This is the song they sent me, my friend. It's called Puerto Rico. It's good. Who doesn't love it? If you don't, then you're a hater. I'm gonna go back to this view so you guys can see the songs I'm on. Alright. So yeah, Malagria will stay for now. Brat will also stay for now. I've enjoyed Charlie XCX throughout the years, but this I really did enjoy this album. Even had the hype not been there around the album, I still think it would have been a really good listen to me. So Brat might end up being on the top 5. We'll see though. So you were bumping Brat? Yes, I was. Good album, really good album. Fluorescence by Dan Mason. Probably not gonna be on the list, but Dan Mason's other release that was later in the year might actually be on the list, so I don't feel bad about knocking this off right now. But yeah, if you like chill ambient vaporwave adjacent, I guess, found, Dan Mason is a great pick. NXXXS, good shit as always. Ambient music for night walks, perfect description. It's also good for a late night drive. Some good shit. All their music just sounds like that. It's just really good atmospheric stuff. Is it top 5 material? No. I'm gonna cut it now. I'm also gonna just make an early cut to Emeka because I don't actually remember if I listened to that album or not. So if I don't remember listening to the album, then it's probably I didn't. Quake was another the same friend that actually recommended Reina Tropical recommended Quake. It sticks around. I don't know if it'll end up in the top 5, but it is definitely one of my favorite discoveries. I'll play a little bit of Banye. It's good. I love her sound, love her voice, love this. This is good. Good shit. Good stuff. Let me play another one. Maybe Jean Grey.
Mutants to cocktail bars. Tell when you get that scar. Jean Grey in your heart like tar. Tell when you get so numb. Who goes when you get to eat off the roster? All these other niggas are just fucking imposters. I wanna force fire from the source.
Good. It's really good. Megan by Megan Thee Stallion. I I like the album. There's a few songs. I feel like there's like I feel like in my top 10 songs, one of the songs from this album might end up on there. I think as an album, I was a little bit. I liked it. I liked it. It's a good album. I don't think it stuck with me that much, but there's some songs I did get like I really liked Boa. Mamushi is really good. Hiss is really good. Boa is probably my favorite off the album. I really liked Both Ain't Shit too.
Guess we both ain't shit.
It's a good album. I'm not gonna knock it off yet, but it's a good album. Hotel Pools probably not gonna be on the top 5, but if you like I love Boa so much. Yeah, Boa's probably gonna be my top 10 songs. If this type of thing is your thing, Hotel Pools delivered. But yeah, not gonna be top 10 for whatever reason. I listened to a lot of Hotel Pools. For whatever reason, this album just didn't get a ton of play for me. Also, it came out during the summer. I was so busy during this past summer, so there's just a lot of stuff that just didn't. I just didn't come back to because I was busy. Also, I wasn't at my computer, and I like to listen to music on my computer because I got my nice headphones that sound very good. I like to do a first listen on my headphones, and so yeah. Anyways, JPEG Mafia, I Laid Down My Life for You. Good album, but it's not gonna be my top 5. I fear. He kind of pissed me off this year, though. Like some good ass tracks, but no. Nothing by Louis Cole definitely sticks around. We'll definitely this one, like, just full disclosure, is probably almost certainly likely gonna be number 1 or number 2 for my album of the year. This blew me away. I was lucky enough to see Louis Cole perform. He's also in a band called Knower, and I saw them perform back in May. But his solo album came out this past summer. And I saw him live again, actually. He was doing some choral music. He had written some new choral music, and so he was performing it for the first time. Sort of like an experiment. I never heard any of it because he's not released it yet. I really wanted to release it because it was really good, but if you've never listened to Louis Cole, I highly recommend doing so. I highly recommend listening to Knower. Knower is probably like one of my favorite bands ever. And Louis Cole, you'll notice it says Louis Cole and the Metropole Orchestra. Like, there's a lot of orchestra stuff in this album. It's just a really fantastic. I bought the vinyl. Actually, let me show y'all. All right, that's the Knower album, which I also bought. Oh, that's not it. Oh, hey, oh, wait, oh. There it is. Wait for it to catch up. I see myself. Yeah, there you go. Nothing. Just a little sneak peek of what my list is starting to look like. It's starting to take shape a little bit. He also put out the whole like if you want to watch it, like the actual performance, maybe we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Like the whole album's on his YouTube channel, where like the performances, like with the recording, I should say. You could kind of see it in the Spotify little looping video thing. Oh, so good. And then my favorite track off the album, A Pill in the Sea. I was listening to this, so like I said, during the summer I didn't have access to my computer, so like I was listening to this on my Sony wireless headphones, sleeping in the living room because my aunt was staying with us. And when this song came on, I was like, holy shit. I was blown away. Oh, so good. And then there's this 11-minute track, which is just this building, emotional. Just this orchestral arrangement is just so beautiful. Ah! God, it's good. We need to get through the rest of these, but brother, I fucking love this album. All right, The Squeeze by we skipped Tori Moy. It can stick around for now. I listened to this album twice. It might end up on the top 5. It was a good album. This is a really good album. I feel like I really like Tori Moy's music, but like for whatever reason, I just their recent stuff hadn't really clicked with me. I think this is the first new release of theirs that I was like, oh yeah, okay, hell yeah. You can stick around. The Squeeze by Anima. It's good. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is an album or EP. I'm gonna find the source of this fucking popping and kill everyone involved. Sorry. It's a good album. Doechii sticks around for now. I really listened to this album last night. She's so fucking cool. It's a good ass album. Denial of the River is fantastic. If you haven't watched her Tiny Desk, I highly recommend doing so. Just her artistry and her craft is just undeniable. Doechii's Tiny Desk was so good. It was really fucking good. He's just so good. Alright. A lot of this stream is probably gonna get muted, but but you already know how it is, folks. Alright, School of Thought by Sam Hulick. He did a lot of music for Mass Effect. It's a fun little EP. But it's not gonna be in my top 5. I liked it though. My God, this popping is I'm gonna throw my headphones through the screen. Millennium Divide by Clacy Jones. Clacy Jones is like a beat maker, I guess. It's a little dismissive. He's British. I've liked this stuff though. It's not gonna be on the list, but good. It was a good EP. Close Your Eyes by Annalie. I actually like this album quite a bit. I don't think it's gonna be in my top 5, but just go to Iceland. I think she's Iceland. I think she's from Iceland. Wins Up by Fote is gonna stick around for now. I really like this release from him. Transhumanism by Let Destroy. I discovered them from the Cyberpunk soundtrack. It's a good album, but it just doesn't hang. It's good. It's good though. Imaginal Disc by Magdalena Bay. A friend recommended them to me, but apparently I had listened to their stuff already, some of their stuff, but this was the first full album of theirs that I listened to, and I went back and listened to some of their other stuff. It's a great album. It's definitely in consideration for my top 5. I actually think their opening track is my favorite. This track in particular. All right, Memory of a Day by Phantogram. Not gonna be on the list, but Phantogram's like my most. I don't know how to describe them. They're like my most normie music taste, I guess, or the most normie music that I enjoy. There's just something so ordinary about them. I don't know how else to describe it. But I enjoyed their stuff. It was a solid album. I don't know how else to describe them. Like I heard, like when I worked at Tommy Hilfiger, I heard this is in 2014. Like one of their songs would play in the store, and I was just like, this is one of the few times that a song that I listen to a lot is playing at work. It's playing at the mall. Like that's the kind of music they make. I don't know. We all get one. We all get one. Daredevil 2000 by Baby is probably gonna be my top. You can't be the cool, quirky, cool guy 100% of the time. It's okay. Oh my god. Wow. This subtle drag. Look, I listen to Beyonce. Like it's not even like oh I only listen to like you know, like the point I'm making wasn't that like I listen to only like lesser known artists. Like there's big like Charlie XCX, who wasn't super huge up until like this year. Beyonce, like, but like for whatever reason, but Phantogram, like they're very close to like Imagine Dragons, where it's like not close, but like in that category, sort of. I admire that. No drag here. I know you didn't intend it as a drag. I'm just kidding. Anyways, Baby's release was great. Backrooms at 8:55 was on heavy rotation. I love the song. It's only 2 fucking minutes long. Good shit. Chromacopia. It's gonna stay for now, but I wanted to like this album more than I did. I liked it. I liked it, but it just didn't get its hooks in me. And I listened to it twice. Like I listened to it again because I was just like, oh, maybe I wasn't paying attention. It's getting sticky. It's getting sticky. The list with the music, the audio. The song.
looking if you booking, ho.
It's a good album. I think that this might have been my favorite off the album.
I don't need your vibes. Fuck them regrets. Call them and get all that weight off your chest.
I'm gonna keep it for now. I think maybe we'll see. We'll see. Dennis by Sega Bodega. It's probably not gonna be on the list. It was perfectly fine. But yeah. MG Ultra by Machine Girl. This is probably like almost certainly a lock for my top 5. I love this album. I listened to Machine Girl prior. I really liked their soundtrack for Neon White, but I never really got into them super hard. But this is a really good fucking album. I love their sound so much. They performed out here like in November, and I missed it. Like I said, I wasn't following them that closely, and I listened to this album and I was like, "Fuck! God damn, I should have been there." But it was so cool to see them live. All right, no, next time. Mistakes were made. Bleed by Dan Mason. This is the album release of theirs that I think might have a chance. I really fucking liked what this package. It was just good shit. Blood Flow is really good. Really fucking good. Hold on, give me 1 second. I don't know. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. It's gonna break things temporarily. Gonna work. Hold on. Test to test. Can y'all hear me? Let's see if this fixes it. I did something. Yep, that fixed it. I plugged directly into my computer instead of through my box, which is the whole reason I spent money on the fucking thing, but you know, whatever. It's I think it's starting to fail. Cause it's just been giving me problems as of late. Which is a shame because it was good. It was really good. Alright. I might be a little bit louder. Maybe. Because I'm not routing my audio through that, but I can't stand the popping. I can't stand the popping, folks. So just lower the volume if I'm too loud, okay? Let me make some adjustments. It should sound pretty much the same. Okay. Where were we? Yeah, Dan Mason. We'll keep it on the list for now. Glimmer of God by Gene Dawson. I don't know. I'm trying to remember where I heard. Was this a recommendation from someone, or did they come up in my Discover playlist? I don't remember how I heard about them. Let me listen to the song. I think this was maybe Discover playlist. That's good. It's not gonna be on the list though, but it's good. It's good. I think this was Discover. Spotify Discover recommendation. It was good, but okay, next is Your Girl. I like this album a lot. This is also another new discovery for me. But yeah, probably not going to be on the list. GNX by Kendrick Lamar is almost certainly a lock. I shouldn't say that. It's gonna be in contention though, so we're gonna keep it. And then Memoria by Indie, beautiful album, but I'll keep it for now. I love her music so much, but it came out so late that I've only listened to it like twice. It's also just like a different mode. Like it's just, what are you looking for? She's also speaking French, which is a choice. Just kidding. She can't help it. She lives in France, okay? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. All right. So let's get rid of the stuff that didn't quite make it, and then we're going to start chopping. Damn, it's a long list still. Fuck. All right. You're a choice. Thank you. Oh, how are we gonna whittle this down? How much is this? How many tracks do we have here? 20 albums, and we need to get it down to 5. We could do a top 10. No, it has to be top 5. Has to be top 5. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let me highlight the stuff. First, I'm going to start off with the stuff that I loved. Like that was like just album listening experience, top tier. That just had an emotional reaction out of me. That was like very good. Okay, maybe that'll help. I don't think it's gonna help. I didn't do shit. I didn't do that much, honestly. All right, we're gonna work our way up because I think I know my number 2 and 1 spots already. If you're paying attention, you already know what my number 1 is gonna be. Stop. Number 1. Bloop. Nothing by Louis Cole. Yeah, he put out the whole thing on YouTube. Number 1, Louis Cole. Number 2, honestly, probably gonna be MG Ultra by Machine Girl. It's a good ass fucking album. Maybe that number gets switched around. It's definitely in my top 5. Let's see how this looks. Hold on. I'm not ranking anything yet. I'm not ranking anything. Hold on though. Hold on. We're just moving some stuff around. Hold on. Hold on. Hold. Everyone just hold. Hold, everyone. Hold. Hold. We gotta do some math. We gotta do some quick maths. Right? All right. How about this? The question is GNX over Brat. Or even Daredevil 2000. 4 and 5 are like I'm still kind of chewing that in my brain. Oh, the Anchorite though. I really liked that album. Oh boy, I don't know, folks. It's getting a little choppy. It's getting a little choppy. If I were doing a top 10, I think it'd be a little easier, if I'm being honest, but I'm not. I'm doing a top 5. Hold on, I'm gonna mute desktop audio so I can listen to I can do a little bit of re-listening. I'm I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen to some music, y'all. Hold on. Joyride was so good too. Yeah. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna replace Baby. I think I'm gonna replace Baby. I like that album a lot. The Anchorite. Beautiful album. You know what? Nothing wrong with nothing wrong with. Look. Nothing wrong with sixth place, okay? I think it's a better album. I think it's an album I enjoyed more, a little more. I think with Daredevil 2000, I enjoyed the songs, like individual songs. I think as an album, it's a good album, but I think if I'm basing it just off of album quality, though, I think this is my top 5. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's our list. Yeah. I'm comfortable with that. Does any of this mean anything? No. This is a fun exercise. Always. It's always a fun exercise, folks. That's why we do it. That's why we do it, folks. We do it for the moments like this. We get to live, breathe, etc., etc. Honestly, of these lists, the only one that I'm like a little bummed out on is my games list, because I downloaded so many games that like I feel like might have had a chance, but like I just didn't get around to them. That was my bad. I gotta make sure that that doesn't happen next year. Actually, hold on. Mistakes were made, but hey, it happens. All right. That's it. We're done. We finished. We completed our assignment. So we got our music, we got our movies, we got our games, we got our TV. My top 5 of the year. Let's go over it. For music, top 5 albums. Coming in at number 5, Brat by Charlie XCX, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii, MG Ultra by Machine Girl, and my album of the year is Nothing by Louis Cole. Movies, my top 5 are I Saw the TV Globe, Problemista, Challengers, The Substance, and my movie of the year is Dune Part 2. For games, I don't even want to read it. My game of the year is, you know what? Yesterday I was thinking, I was like, man, Balatro. Maybe Balatro should be my game of the year. Balatro's so fucking cool. I'll stick with The Final Shape. Destiny 2 The Final Shape is my game of the year. Balatro second. The Alan Wake 2 expansions. Night Springs and The Lake House is my third. Hades 2 is my fourth favorite game of the year. And God of War Ragnarok kind of just slotted in that number 5 because I didn't play much this year. And then my top 5 TV shows for 2024 was X-Men 97 coming in at number 5. What We Do in the Shadows final season coming in at number 4. The Penguin coming in at number 3. Interview with the Vampire season 2 coming in at number 2. And my favorite show for this year is Shogun. Congratulations to all the winners. You will be receiving nothing. All right, I said I would consider maybe perhaps doing my top 10 songs. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm feeling tired. I'll post it though. I'll do it maybe tomorrow, and then I'll post it on my Instagram or whatever. My top 10 songs for 2024. But we got the important stuff out of the way, you know? A lot of good stuff that came out this year. When I was thinking back, I was like, nothing was really sticking out, but I think with the exception of games had a rough year. Like, there's a reason, like obviously I didn't play a lot of the stuff that came out. Like, I downloaded a lot of contenders, game of the year contenders, Tactical Breach Wizards, which I really wanted to play before the year ended. Home Safety Hotline, Metaphor ReFantazio. I downloaded that. I haven't played it yet. And then there's some other games that I'm probably gonna take a look at before the year's over. Well, actually, I'll probably take a look at soon. I haven't bought them yet, but I'm gonna buy them before the sale ends. Thank Goodness You're Here. And what's the other one? UFO 50. That's the other game. That's the other game that I wanted to play. What year did RoboCop Rogue City come out? Was that this year or last year? That was last year. I'm probably gonna play that too, but that's not really a new release. It's just a game I want to play. Someone says love Metaphor. Yeah, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna probably start it next week. Then I can go, damn it, this would have been my game of the year. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. Programming notes. So I might do a stream later this week. Maybe New Year's Day. Maybe. We'll see. I want to do like a after dark stream of Home Safety Hotline. I think that would be like a fun evening stream. And then next weekend I want to play Tales of Kanzara, and once I finish that, that'll be like I want to play that all on stream, and then once I'm done with that, we'll start the next Kingdom Hearts game, which I still haven't decided if it's gonna be Kingdom Hearts 3 or Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. It's probably gonna be Kingdom Hearts 3, just so I don't spend all of 2025 playing Kingdom Hearts again, which would be wild. Especially because I've already played those games. These are games I'm replaying, and it seems a little silly to dedicate so much time to replaying those games. You know, I'm having fun playing them on stream. Having fun playing them. Yeah, tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Anyone have any plans? I don't have plans. I never have plans on New Year's Eve. I might watch Lord of the Rings. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah, we did it. I did it. I did all the work. Did my top 5. Pizza, maybe. Pizza's always a good idea. My tummy is still not ready for pizza, unfortunately. I don't know what the hell I ate that made my stomach rebel against me. I mean, it's not rebelling right now. Actually, it's not. This morning it was. But like, not really. It was like more being noisy. It was like... Any last thoughts before we go into 2024? I kind of said it yesterday, but yeah, going into 2025, I do want to be a little bit more proactive with my own growth. Going into the new year, sorry. I'm like all over the place. Yeah, I want to make some things happen. Some changes. I've been stagnant. Now, a lot of that stagnancy has just been intentional. Like, just trying to make sure I have a handle on myself before I make any other moves. But I think now is the time to start doing that. Moves. Yeah, gonna try to get into writing. My literary journal, Rabble Review, we didn't put out a new issue at all this year, which is a little disappointing. When you're trying to do creative work, it's just hard. It's just fucking hard. It's almost done. Like the issue, like we were trying to get it out before the end of the year, but it's the end of the year. You're just busy. You're just so fucking busy with home life stuff that it's just hard to hunker down and do that work. But hopefully it'll be ready first week of January, and then we could finally put this fucking issue behind us. We're a really great team, but I do want to talk to them about the amount of work we accept. We just, like, this issue is so big. Like it's it's just too big. Like we just accept too many things. I think we need to be a little meaner. Because if we like something, we usually are like, okay, we'll accept it. Yeah. So, Rabble Review will return in 2025. Sorry we weren't here in 2024. And yeah, I want to do some more of my own stuff. Like I don't think I got much writing done this year. I did some, but I didn't finish any short stories. Definitely haven't finished my novel, which I wanted to have that finished by the end of 2023. That didn't happen. And I barely touched it at all this year, but there's a lot to get done. Like, again, the thing I said was that I was trying to do a lot of like setup so that 2025 could be a good launch point, and I don't think I got there at all. Like, I was trying to do more reading because I was like, oh, reading more would help me with the roadblocks I have with my writing. And I just couldn't find time to read. I couldn't find time to even play games. I couldn't find time to like experience stories. Like, it's just like when you're working, you're just working. It sucks. I'm a creative. I want to create. I did find more time to stream though. I did stream more times this year than I did last year, which was good. And we'll be doing more streams. Hopefully, I do want to do a collab stream. That would be very fun. So, might reach out to some of my Twitch streamer friends to see if they're interested in doing something like that. So hopefully that comes together in 2025. Predictions. Do I have any predictions? No. I think socially, politically, it's going to be a rough year. I think it's going to be a really rough year because if you're in the United States, actually, if you're in any part of the world, really, the decision making of our electorate is going to affect you, whether you like it or not. We have Donald Trump returning to the White House, which it's going to be very chaotic. Like, he's going to do some bad things, but I also think that, like, his ineptitude, is that the right word? Hold on. Yeah, that is the right word. Yeah, I think his ineptitude, his own just stupidity, I think is gonna make it so that it's just gonna hurt people. Like his own inability to do things is just gonna hurt people inadvertently. And then like the things that he does know how to do, which is like bigotry and deportation and stuff like that, I think it's definitely gonna hurt people. So, you know, we're just gonna, like, through it all, like, we're just gonna have to look out for each other. We have to look out for each other and get through these next few years. I even hesitate to say 4 years. I just can't imagine him serving out all 4 years. I don't know why. I'm not saying something's gonna happen to him. It's just like 4 years? Or really? Okay. Maybe. I don't know. He's old. We'll see. We will all see. One way or another. I was thinking about how much I hate AI art going into next year. But like the thing, my thing with AI art is that I'm comforted by the fact that it's bad. And a lot of the people who are like proponents for AI art, the thing that they always say is that, well, it's bad now. And it's like, okay, yeah, it is bad now. The implication being that it's going to get better. And it is going to get better. Like, technology just by its very nature improves year after year over year. But I don't think it's just going to, I just don't think, I think when it gets better, it'll get better in a way that doesn't really negate whatever work or whatever effort is required to make good art. Like, the guy who made the AI Coca-Cola commercial did like this, like he put out this video on Twitter that I watched with the sound off because I didn't want to unmute it. It was terrible, obviously, but like the thing, I was just like, are you gonna make feature films with this? Like, I was watching it after having seen Nosferatu, a film where so many of the actors in it are, sorry, my note's really itchy. Some of the actors in it have to be very physical, or like very considered with their movements. And then there's also the set design, like the lighting and just the way the the environments feel, the way they're lit. And it's just like AI artists they don't understand art. And so I don't think they understand just the levels and layers that go into a scene itself. And so, like, yeah, if you want to make some fucking Coco Melon shit for YouTube, like, oh, here's some AI monster teaching your kids how to do the alphabet, yeah, you'll be able to do that. And we'll probably see more of that in the coming year. If you want to have some bullshit Netflix original that you keep on in the background, I think AI will get to that point. Yeah, sure. Badly lit scenes where nothing of import is happening, with really bad lines being delivered really badly. Sure, why not? But if you want something that's transformative and impactful, I just don't think AI is ever gonna get there, because the amount of work that you'll need to emulate that kind of storytelling, like at that point, it's just gonna be like, well, why not just do it from scratch? Anyways, I want to write like a longer thing about it, because like my honest takeaway from like seeing AI art was like comfort, because I was just like, oh, like you guys are just bad at this. So that's my prediction. 2025, we'll see more AI art, but it won't be good. Have a happy new year, everyone. I'll be back very early on in the new year, streaming more stuff. Thank y'all for hanging out with me this year, watching my stream. Summersloth, I know you've been in here for a lot of these streams. Thank you very much. Thank you to all my other friends who've popped in, give me shout outs, who've retweeted my announcement posts that I'm going live. I really appreciate it, and it's been a lot of fun. Like I streamed Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. And that was just fun. It was fun to stream those games. Like I said, we'll be back in the new year. We'll be streaming some more video games. Maybe some other types of streams too. We'll see. I don't know what else is in store, but hey, we got 365 days to figure it out. You can find me on my socials. I'm on instagram.com/J13. I'm also on Twitter still. I'm also on Blue Sky, but like today I kind of had a moment where I was just like, maybe I just want Blue Sky to be for me. Like, I don't know if I want... Twitter might just be my dumping ground for like just general public addresses, and then Blue Sky might be a little bit more kind of the way I handle my Tumblr, but like maybe a little bit more open than that. Tumblr, I shut that down. Like it's not for everybody anymore. Blue Sky might be like a little bit of in between. Like if you know me like that, then you can be in there. But like if you're like a friend from high school or some shit, then follow me on Instagram and Twitter or Facebook. But Blue Sky, I probably not. I'll probably block you. Just keeping it real, because there are already so many sites. Just follow me somewhere else. You don't need to follow me on everything, okay? So I might stop promoting my Blue Sky pretty soon. But yeah, if we're friends on Discord, if you're in the server, then yeah, you can add me on Blue Sky. But if we're like, I don't know. If you're in here, you can follow me on Blue Sky. If you're not, which you're not, then you can't. If I know you, I should also add. If I know you and you're in here, then and you want to follow me on Blue Sky and you haven't yet, then you can. Oh, that's another prediction. I think Twitter is gonna fucking implode. I don't think it's gonna get shut down, but I think 2025 for Twitter is gonna be a fucking interesting, especially under a Trump presidency, because like some of these guys think that they have the shackles opened up, like just they don't have to worry anymore. But I think that's gonna poison the blood in ways that are unforeseen. I think it's just gonna get real bad over there. Twitter is gonna tumble. Twitter might tumble. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this year. Next stream will be in 2025, which is in a few days. Yeah, I might maybe the first, maybe the second, I'll probably do a late night stream. So stick around for that. And then next Sunday I'll likely be playing, I keep forgetting the name. Tales of Kanzara Zao. Cool. All right, y'all. Have a happy new year. Stay safe out there. If you're gonna go out, don't drink and drive, obviously. I mean, I shouldn't say obviously, because people do it. But be safe. Try to stay off the roads if you can. Because some people start the new year off making really, really bad decisions. So stay safe if you can. Okay? And yeah, I'll see y'all in 2025. Once again, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you to Summersloth. Thank you to my other homies, my other streaming homies, Qhotex and C's and Jode One Out and Eyebrow Sugar, and I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting some other face that's popped in here. Bonreal, yeah, been fun. It's been a good year for streams. So thank y'all so much. I'll talk to y'all later. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Peace out. Bye.